Hey everybody, welcome back to Pokepark, Pikachu's Adventure. Chikorita's got kidnapped, and we gotta go save her.
I'm sorry, Pikachu, but Chikorita is in another castle.
Yeah. I know exactly where she is, too. I just can't get to her yet.
Oh, goody.
And smug little Trico.
Naughty?
Remember, a kid's game.
Yes.
Yes, I want to cross it, you little smug shit. Basically, this is the tutorial saying, hey, you should be working towards those bonuses.
So you have to be Turtwig in the event now.
No, I have to befriend Turtwig, which we'll see in a moment. And then play him in the event. Basically, all your friends you get, besides I think Chatot. Actually, no, Chatot participates, I think, in some of the other attractions later on. But you can use them in the attractions.
Interesting.
But you have to befriend them either through.
I am seriously. That is a bull rush to people.
Well, when you're chasing some of the bigger Pokemon or some of the faster ones, such as the EV evolutions, it's sort of necessary.
Fair enough. Oh, that's nice.
Yep, every time you befriend a Pokemon, you get berries, and you sometimes get more Pokemon showing up. There's Pachirisu there. And Bonsly. That's a rock type, if you believe it.
Oh, that's a rock type?
Yep.
It's also a Pokemon that you throw around in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
So for Claire's reference, do you know Sudowoodo?
Yes.
This thing's its pre-evolution.
I kinda guessed that.
Yeah. Oh, you lying little snot.
Does that
Hello,
mean
Pachirisu.
Does that make Sudowoodo a rock type Pokemon?
Yep.
But I thought it was a.
It's a pure rock type.
That doesn't make any flippin' sense. I mean, it's a frickin' tree.
I would assume it's a normal type, but for it being a ground type, eh.
It's a rock. Not ground. Rock.
I would have assumed it to be a plant.
Yeah, most people do. Now, where the hell's that little?
But just by its appearance alone.
Yeah, it imitates being a tree.
Yep.
It's why in Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul. There you are, little snot.
Nice
The strange
job.
tree that you
It only took you
blocks your way to
40
execute. You have
seconds.
to use a watering pail on the end to attack you. Yes, for a younger audience, this game is probably the bee's knees. However, it does get a little monotonous trying to get all the Pokemon.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure the kids will get a kick out of playing this game.
Boo.
I wasn't even trying.
Oops.
Wrong one.
That's another thing you have to be aware of. You can hit other Pokemon while trying to do these skill games.
I didn't realize that. I hope that doesn't ruin the ability to make friends with it.
No, basically you make a friend with one Pokemon in the set, such as one Pachirisu. You make friends with all of them in the Pokepark. But as for why am I doing all this immediately? You need berries to play the attractions.
Fair enough.
Oh look, it's a useless Pokemon.
Hello,
Hi,
Munchlax.
Sure, I
Yes,
guess we can
yes.
be friends. Just don't expect me to take you out to eat that often.
Well, considering this little thing is lazy, it basically only all does is eat and sleep until it evolves.
I'm assuming it's one of a. It was a later pre-evolutionary form that was later introduced.
Yeah, for Snorlax.
Of course.
Now, that Tropius we just saw, I will not be able to befriend for a little bit. As each zone only has one bloody big berry.
Hi, Spiro.
I'll be back to deal with you in a second. Yeah, those things are drones.
Kinda guessed.
It's fun to jump on them.
The hell kind of plants would it be that looks polka dotted as all hell?
For Trico? Or not Trico, Pseudo-Budo? Yes, I'm trying to get more berries. But the Pokemon at the Pokepark will actually interact with each other as well.
That's so cute.
You can see them chasing each other, you can see them having arguments or conversations. Hello, Evolution playing a joke. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if one of the legendaries was playing a joke or if it's just Evolution being a little snot.
Aside of Mew, do we bump into any other legendaries here?
Off the top of my head, 2.
Huh.
We meet we meet Shaman and Rayquaza.
Huh.
You can
Okay,
also wait, no. Does Rotom count as a legendary?
You're the Pokemon
Does who
expert.
count as a
You should
legendary?
know.
Let me recheck something.
I know Rayquaza is, but what was the other Pokemon that you mentioned?
Rotom.
Roro?
Rotom.
Rotom.
Yes, it's an
Not so
electric
sure
ghost
about
type.
that one. The only
I'm clarifying something.
is Mew.
Okay, yes, it is classed as a legendary. So we meet
Okay.
a total of 3. Not counting the extra ones that show up after you beat the game, such as Celebi.
Gotcha.
You get to play with Celebi? Cool.
Well, here's another thing. Every attraction has a bonus Pokemon you can play as. Hello, Bidoff.
Bidoof?
And
Or like, Badum?
but more often than not, it's a legendary Pokemon of some type. Such as, there we go. With Bulbasaur's Daring Dash there, we can eventually play Mew with it.
Really?
Yeah,
Isn't that a little OP?
yes. But here's
Oh,
how you get the ability to play these special Pokemon. You have to play every Pokemon that can do the game and get all their bonuses. So from
Wow.
Pikachu to Jolteon, you have to play them through the attraction and get all their bonuses. Anyways, we get introduced to the battle game.
Well, electric is best by, over water, so yeah, didn't really have.
You do recall that Lotad's part grass type, right?
No. Because in
Lotad's
Omega,
a water grass type.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You
Omega
beat the pants off him anyway.
Because in Omega Ruby, my Pikachu has always one-shot Lotad for whatever reason. It's
I
not
never
because
said they were powerful Pokemon. Where the heck's that Sudowoodo? I believe that's who I'm looking for now. Trying to build up a bit of a currency base because I'm going to need it.
Pikachu, rah rah rah.
Unfortunately, in this game, befriending Pokemon doesn't really serve too much of a purpose. All you really need to do is befriend a flying type, a water type,
One
and
of each.
an ice type.
Did that Sudowoodo just said, "Please find me"? I would assume that in a hide and seek competition, that's
Really?
not even a fucking hiding place.
Really?
You have to remember, the Sudowoodos masquerade as trees.
Yeah, but
Just don't.
Also remember, this is a kids game. Designed for kids less than 10 years of age. Give or take.
you have fun
10 years
recording
or
this game.
in the range of 10 years old. This is supposed to be cute and fun. Which it is. But as I was saying, you could basically complete this game by befriending... You just need to befriend a flying type, a water type, and an ice type, and you've got the game.
Hello, Leafeon.
Pretty.
Yep, that would be Eevee's grass type evolution.
I guessed.
I'll be showing the rest of them off as well.
Speaking of the
But I gotta
evolution,
say,
speaking of the evolutions, what was your favorite of the original trio?
Eevee.
Flareon.
Kits?
Eevee. It was Eevee. It was fun watching Gary. Just in my head, I watched him just his jaw hit the ground as his Jolteon, in my case, lost to an Eevee. What? It was poetic.
No, but I've always liked Flareon. If I had a second favorite evolution, it would definitely be Espeon.
Yeah. Eevee was my favorite, though now it's in a very close tie or run with Sylveon. Yes, yes. Here's your berries. Let me play.
Yeah, I do have to say though that because the way they made Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you can retrieve Pokemon from Pokemon X and Y.
Wow,
Yeah.
he's the size of
And-
an acorn.
And well, because of that, I gotta say, thanks to my brother, I was able to have my Fennekin with me on my journey on Omega Ruby.
Eh, it's a fun. I'm sorry. I've never lost my. Pokemon's never lost its charm to me, as the spinning Turtwig shows. Now, I'm fast forwarding this because it's basically the exact same thing. And it's not plot relevant.
Right.
Yeah, you're just getting all the berries.
Yeah.
That one looked
Good
like
job,
it was a little hard.
Munchlax.
Well, I just have to beat the bonus record, such as Bonsly here is I had to get it under 11 seconds. I can manage that.
But not at first place.
I can only shake the Wii remote so many times before I get a really bad cramp.
I know.
Yeah, and that's the biggest downfall of the Wii system, is just that it relies so heavily on motion control alone.
Well, again, this is supposed to be played by a little kid with enough energy to basically detonate a nuclear bomb.
On most of the games. Not only that, but unless you were a chronic masturbator, you weren't getting anywhere in terms of motion.
Really?
Well,
Sorry,
actually,
it's the truth.
I'm going to defend Gary on this for one game. One game. No More Heroes.
Yep. You literally...
You get a, for Claire's reference, you get basically a copyright-free lightsaber. It's called a beam katana. However, this thing has a battery. How do you recharge that battery when it's really low? Basically, you masturbate.
God.
It's not really anything lewd, it's basically you just shake the Wiimote up and down. You know, when it's face up. Or no, when it's vertical. But, yeah.
Yeah. Like I
Anyways,
said,
that's...
unless you were...
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna repeat what I was saying before. Unless you were a chronic masturbator, you weren't gonna get anywhere near as good as you thought you would be in terms of motion, type games.
Okay, you couldn't come anywhere near and attack me, damn it. Now, I've yet to show off Pikachu's last moves because Pikachu has yet to learn it.
Mankey, should use Fury Swipes.
Which, might I add, leads to one of the most cringe-inducing lines in this game. Only if you're old enough to get the joke. Yeah, we'll see that in a little bit.
Oh boy.
So you beat him up and now he's your friend.
Hello, Chimchar.
As shown in the short for Pokemon, the first movie, Pokemon have competitions like this all the time.
Yeah, I remember.
Not necessarily just battling, might I add. Hello, Krogunk. I have to say, though, I really liked Brock's Krogunk, and it sort of made me warm up to the species in general. Took the place of Misty.
Seriously?
That was the other reason I did that, might I add. Yes, yes. Basically, he was bluffing me. But I loved it when Brock's Krogunk, every time he started hitting on a quote-unquote pretty woman, poison jab, Brock collapses and is dragged off by a toad about 2 feet tall.
Thank you, Krogunt. Gunk. Wah.
Wow. The flash step.
Interesting.
It
Yes.
saves me a couple of times.
Oh,
So my
no.
favorite episode with Brock and his Krogunk is he's trying to hit on this one woman. And I believe her Bellossom starts glaring at him. And he's like, I don't want to deal with this. He turns around. There's Krogunk with a prepared poison jab, like, do you really want to keep doing this? He's like, eat that, crap.
Wow.
He was perfectly fine. He just had to stop hitting on the woman.
You think?
Because her Pokemon wasn't ready to hurt him. His own Pokemon was ready to hurt him.
Wow. I don't know
Though-
if there's something wrong with that or something genius with that when your own Pokemon is dragging you off because you're an insatiable flirt.
Yeah. Though to be fair, Krogan could just replace Misty and Max from dragging him away by his ear.
I don't know. At this point, I'd rather take the slap to the face rather than an attack from a Pokemon any day.
Well, at least in my head, Ash has an immunity to electric type attacks because how many times has Pikachu blasted him with Thunderbolts?
Oh, I don't know. Let's guess into the realms of 1,000 plus.
Yeah, so he's fairly used to it. Now, what happens if you build up to immunity to, say, poison? Especially when you want to become a Pokemon doctor.
Yeah.
Anyways.
There is benefits in it, but the way the poison is being administered, well, the reason I should say the poison is being administered,
Yeah, the way it works too. He's being punched by a poisonous fist.